They live in forests, gardens, and even deserts, almost invisible to our eyes. In today's video, you'll discover the smallest birds in the world, and the last one on the list is simply unbelievable. Get ready to be amazed by these natural wonders and their fascinating traits. If you love this kind of discovery, like the video and subscribe to the channel to follow all the upcoming ones. 10th place, bee hummingbird. Tiny bird that lives in Cuba. Can you imagine a bird smaller than your pinky finger? That's what the bee hummingbird is like. So small, so light, many people don't believe it when they see it. This jewel of nature lives in Cuba and holds an impressive title. It's the smallest bird in the world. It measures about 5 centimeters and weighs less than 2 grams. For comparison, it's lighter than a coin and smaller than many insects. Despite its size, it has boundless energy. Its wings beat up to 80 times per second, allowing it to hover in place, fly backward, or change direction in the blink of an eye. It's like a tiny natural helicopter. The bee hummingbird visits over 1,000 flowers per day in search of nectar. But it also eats small insects and spiders, which are essential to keep up its fast-paced lifestyle. Its heart can beat more than 1,000 times per minute. Its plumage glows in the sun with metallic shades of green and blue. The male also sports a vibrant red throat, looking like it's been hand-painted. It's truly magical to witness this wonder of nature. And if you thought its size was surprising, listen to this. Its nest is the size of a small coin. Inside, it lays 2 tiny eggs, each the size of a grain of rice. Despite appearing fragile, this bird plays a vital role. It helps pollinate Cuba's native flowers, ensuring the local ecosystem stays balanced. Without it, many plant species wouldn't be able to reproduce. It's amazing to think something so small can carry so much importance. Nature always finds ways to show us its value, even in the tiniest details. So, had you ever heard of this winged marvel? Tell us in the comments. Have you seen anything like it while traveling or in your garden? Let's share stories. Animal curiosities like this deserve to be told. 9th place, Costas Hummingbird. Vibrant bird of the southwestern desert. Have you ever seen a hummingbird with a glowing purple beard? Costas Hummingbird proudly shows off this unique feature. Small, agile, and stunningly beautiful, it looks like it was painted with light. This species is found mainly in the deserts of the southwestern United States and parts of Mexico. Even in dry, arid regions, it finds clever ways to survive, a true master of adaptation. Costas Hummingbird measures about 8 centimeters and weighs just over 2 grams. It's a bit larger than the bee hummingbird, but still among the world's smallest birds. Its standout feature is its appearance. The male has brilliant feathers that form a kind of violet crown and beard. Depending on the angle of the light, these feathers seem to glow, a mesmerizing effect. These colors aren't just for show. He uses them during mating displays, performing aerial maneuvers to impress females, a true sky dance. Despite living in a dry environment, he feeds on nectar from flowers, like other hummingbirds. He also eats small insects to meet his nutritional needs. To withstand the desert's extreme temperatures, Costas Hummingbird lowers its metabolism at night, entering a state called torpor. This way, it saves energy until sunrise. His song is subtle, but his presence is striking. In desert areas, he often visits cactus flowers and hardy shrubs. You can often see him hovering effortlessly in the hot sun. The nest is made from spider silk, leaves, and plant fibers, well hidden among dry branches. Small, delicate, and resilient, just like the bird itself. Isn't it amazing how life finds a way to thrive even in the most hostile places? Have you heard of Costas Hummingbird before? Ever seen a similar one? Let us know in the comments. These animal curiosities make for great conversations. 8th place, Weeble. Tiny, discreet bird from the Australian grasslands. Have you ever imagined a bird so small and light it looks like a leaf carried by the wind? That's the Weeble, one of the smallest birds in Australia, and also one of the hardest to find. Measuring just 6 to 7 centimeters and weighing under 2 grams, the Weeble is nearly invisible among the open fields and shrubs of the Australian interior. Its common name varies by region, but it's known for its agile behavior and soft song. This discreet little bird is insectivorous, It feeds exclusively on small insects and larvae. That makes it a natural pest controller and essential for local ecosystem balance. Its plumage ranges from beige to grayish tones, with muted colors that help it blend into dry leaves and thin branches. At first glance, it looks like part of the environment. Only when it moves do you realize it's a bird. Despite its size, the Weeble is territorial. It typically lives in pairs or small groups and fiercely defends the area where it forages. Its flight is fast and erratic, similar to that of a moth. This helps it escape larger predators and also catch prey midair. Its nest is a small pouch woven with plant fibers, hidden among low branches. The female lays 2 to 3 eggs at a time, and both parents care for the chicks. Little known outside of Australia, the Weeble is a hidden treasure among the world's animal curiosities. Its tiny size and discreet habits make it a true challenge for birdwatchers. It's more proof that being small doesn't mean being unimportant in nature. Sometimes, the tiniest ones carry the biggest surprises. Have you heard of this miniature bird from Australia? Curious to learn more about little-known birds? Leave your comment. Your keen eye adds value to our conversation. 7th place. Lesser Goldfinch, a songbird that delights with its voice and size. Did you know there's a goldfinch so small it easily fits in the palm of your hand? The lesser goldfinch is one of those natural wonders, known as much for its size as for its delicate and melodic song. At just 9 centimeters long and about 8 grams in weight, this tiny bird is among the smallest of the finch family, the same family as canaries. Despite the name, it doesn't go unnoticed by bird lovers. It's found mainly in the western and southern United States, extending into Mexico. It prefers open areas with low shrubs and plenty of seeds. Its plumage changes with the seasons. Males in spring and summer display vibrant yellow and black tones, while females are more muted, with greenish and grayish shades. Both, however, are charming. Its song is continuous and full of variations, resembling the sound of a tiny wind instrument. It sings both to mark territory and to attract mates, often perching in visible spots. As for food, it's almost exclusively granivorous. It loves small seeds, especially sunflower and thistle. It also eats small insects during breeding season. Its nest is made from fine fibers, moss, and animal hair, usually well hidden among shrub branches. A clutch typically contains 3 to 5 eggs, and the chicks grow quickly, leaving the nest in under 2 weeks. Despite its size, the lesser goldfinch makes a big impression. Its flight is agile, with rapid wing beats and short glides, making it easy to identify in the field. A true symbol of delicacy and resilience. A bird that proves the most beautiful songs often come from the lightest bodies. 6th place. Willow tit. A silent bird of Europe and Asia's cold forests. Have you ever thought of a bird so shy that most people only notice it by its movement through the branches? That's the willow tit. Small, discreet, and charming in its simplicity. Measuring about 11 centimeters and weighing between 9 and 12 grams, this bird is one of the smallest in the tit family. It lives mainly in the temperate forests of Europe and northern Asia, where the intense cold demands resilience. Its plumage is soft, in shades of gray, black, and cream, a perfect combination to blend in among moss-covered trunks and shaded branches. The top of its head is dark, giving it a characteristic, hooded appearance. Though it may look calm, the willow tit is a tireless worker. It spends most of the day searching for food among bark and dry leaves. Its diet includes insects, larvae, seeds, and occasionally small fruits. In winter, it stores food in tree crevices to survive the harshest days. A bird that plans ahead, which is rare in the world of animal curiosities. It's also one of the few birds that excavates its own nest. It uses its beak to create cavities in rotting trunks or takes advantage of natural holes, lining them with moss and feathers. Its song is low and soft, almost a whisper, but it's used to keep in touch with its partner or warn of threats. They are monogamous birds and tend to stay with the same mate for several seasons. Though not colorful or flashy, the willow tit wins over those who take the time to watch it quietly. It's a symbol of gentleness, perseverance, and adaptation. One of those birds that few notice, yet it quietly enriches forest life. A true example of how value isn't in the sparkle, but in quiet, essential presence. Had you ever heard of the willow tit? Let us know if you enjoyed discovering this hidden gem of the wild. 5th place. Goldcrest, tiny bird that reigns in Europe's forests. It may sound like an exaggeration, but the name fits. The Goldcrest is one of the smallest birds in Europe, and yet it carries itself like royalty. At just 9 centimeters long and rarely weighing more than 6 grams, this bird is as light as a dry leaf. But don't be fooled by its size. It's fast, active, and full of personality. Its name comes from the bright golden stripe on top of its head. In males, the stripe is more vivid, almost like a glowing crown. When fluffed during moments of excitement, it really does resemble a tiny monarch among the branches. This bird lives in coniferous forests and dense woodlands across Europe and parts of Asia. While it's common in some areas, its rapid movements and tiny size make it a challenge to observe. The Goldcrest feeds on small insects, larvae, and spiders. It tirelessly searches through branches and leaves, almost always in motion, with remarkable energy. It's rare to see it stay still for more than a few seconds. In winter, it forms small flocks and often joins other small birds for protection and to make food finding easier. Its song is high-pitched and thin, often inaudible to older ears, a subtle sound full of life that fills the silence of cold forests. Its nest is a true work of art, a spherical structure made of moss, spiderwebs, and lichen, carefully suspended among thin branches. Amazingly, it can hold up to 10 eggs, impressive for such a small body. Even as one of Europe's tiniest birds, the Goldcrest fulfills its role brilliantly. A discreet, almost magical jewel hidden among the treetops. So, had you ever heard of this tiny royalty of nature? Share in the comments. Maybe you've crossed paths with one and didn't even realize it. 4th place. Scaly feathered finch, a delicate bird of Africa's fields and savannas. Imagine a sparrow so small and elegant it looks like it was hand-embroidered. That's the scaly feathered finch, an African gem full of charm and lightness. Measuring around 11 centimeters and weighing between 8 and 10 grams, this bird stands out not only for its size but for the beauty of its plumage. Its body is reddish-brown with well-defined white spots on the chest and sides, as if it were sprinkled with dots of light. This species lives in savannas, shrublands, and semi-arid regions of sub-Saharan Africa. It's fairly common in areas with low vegetation, where it can easily hide and forage safely. The scaly feathered finch feeds mainly on small seeds, but also eats insects and larvae, especially during chick rearing. It's an active bird that spends much of its day foraging on the ground. Its behavior is calm. It lives in pairs or small flocks and has a charming way of communicating through subtle tail movements and soft sounds, almost like a silent dialogue between group members. Its song is delicate, a series of short, repetitive notes, pleasant and easy to recognize for those familiar with them. During breeding season, the male puts on a gentle courtship display. He wags his tail, swivels his body slightly, and sings a special song to win over the female. A simple scene, yet full of tenderness. The nest is built from dry grass and fine leaves, usually well hidden among bushes. Clutches range from 3 to 5 eggs, with both parents sharing chick care. Discreet, beautiful, and resilient, the scaly feathered finch proves that even the smallest birds can carry immense beauty and ecological value. And you? Have you ever seen a bird like this, with such unique markings? Share your thoughts in the comments. Every memory adds to our world of animal curiosities. 3rd place, Bell's Vireo, a compact bird lighting up North American deserts. Have you ever noticed how, even in the most arid environments, life finds a way to thrive? Bell's Vireo is a perfect example of that. Small, discreet, and surprising, it lives among shrubs and deserts in North America. At around 10 centimeters in length and weighing just over 6 grams, this tiny bird is considered one of the smallest on the continent. It has a compact body, a relatively short tail, and a thin beak, perfect for catching small insects. Its coloring is subtle, with grayish-green tones on the back and pale yellow on the chest. This neutral look helps it blend into the dry landscape, essential for avoiding predators. Its behavior is curious. Bell's Vireo is always on the move, hopping among low branches, searching for larvae and hidden insects. It also feeds on nectar and small fruits, giving it a varied diet. It prefers arid and semi-arid habitats, including desert regions, but is also found in scrublands and thorny bushes. Even under the hot sun, it remains active, tough, and well adapted. During breeding season, the male sings a soft, repetitive tune that stands out in the desert silence. He climbs to the top of a shrub and sings for minutes on end, drawing the female's attention with his dedicated effort. The nest is built from fine grasses, fibers, and bits of bark, usually nestled in dense shrubs. A typical clutch includes 3 eggs, which are incubated for just over 10 days. Although little known, Bell's Viro is one of the hidden jewels of North America's birdlife, a quiet survivor that shows how delicacy can be a form of strength. So, had you ever heard of this desert dweller? If you've seen or heard about it, share your story in the comments. These little encounters are also part of the fascinating world of animal curiosities. Second place, Bananaquit. Energetic bird that brings color to the gardens of the Americas. Did you know there's a bird so light and vibrant it seems to live in constant celebration? The Bananaquit, also known as the Cambasica in Brazil, is exactly that. Small, restless, and full of life. Measuring about 10 centimeters and weighing between 7 and 10 grams, this bird is common in gardens, parks, and urban areas throughout much of Central and South America, including Brazil. And even though it's common, it never goes unnoticed. Its plumage is a show in itself. A bright yellow chest, dark back, and a white stripe above the eyes that looks like an expressive eyebrow. It's as if it wears a playful mask, adding even more charm to its look. The Bananaquit is tireless. It's constantly hopping between flowers, branches, and feeders. It feeds on nectar, fruits, and small insects, which is why it's a regular visitor to flowery gardens and artificial feeding stations. Besides being beautiful, this tiny bird has a bold personality. It's not uncommon to see it chasing away bigger birds to claim its spot at a feeder or flower. It's got the attitude of someone who knows what they want, even if they're one of the smallest around. And it sings a lot. Its song is a sequence of high-pitched, short whistles. It may sound simple, but when several Bananaquits gather, the garden comes to life with a cheerful chorus. Its nest is round, built from fibers, leaves, and even bits of plastic or paper it finds nearby. A true display of creative improvisation, fitting for such an adaptable bird. During breeding season, the female lays 2 to 3 eggs and incubates them with great care. In just a few days, the chicks are ready to explore the world with the same energy as their parents. Charming, resilient, and full of energy, this small bird proves that nature turns simplicity into a spectacle. And you? Have you ever had a Bananaquit visit your backyard? Share it in the comments. Every memory is a new discovery in our world of animal wonders. Now it's time for the big moment. If you've made it this far, get ready. The number 1 on our list holds a surprise that challenges everything you thought you knew about birds. It's the smallest, the lightest, and one of the most impressive creatures in the winged world. Stick with us. You won't believe something so tiny can be so extraordinary. First place, red-cheeked cordon bleu, a tiny, colorful parrot from sub-Saharan Africa. Would you believe us if we told you there's a parrot so small it fits in the palm of your hand, with room to spare? The red-cheeked cordon bleu, also affectionately nicknamed parrotlet in some regions, is a natural wonder, the smallest member of the parrot family. At just 11 centimeters long and weighing around 9 grams, it's so light it could land on a twig without even making it sway. Yet it bursts with color, energy, and charisma. This bird lives in savannas, open fields, and areas with low vegetation in sub-Saharan Africa. Despite being called a parrot, it's actually more closely related to finches, but the nickname stuck due to its vibrant colors and strong little beak. Its look is captivating: light blue chest, brownish back, and in males, a charming red patch on the cheeks, which gives the species its popular name. It always looks like it's dressed for a special occasion. It feeds on seeds, small insects, and buds. Its beak, though small, is sharp and efficient. And its social behavior is endearing. It lives in small flocks, especially outside the breeding season. Its song is soft, almost like a sweet whistle, with variations used for communicating within the group. It often interacts with others using small bows and wing gestures. Its nest is spherical, built with plant fibers, feathers, and whatever else it can find, even strands of hair, if available nearby. The female lays 3 to 5 eggs, and both parents share incubation duties. Despite its size, this little parrot has big personality. It defends its territory, protects its young, and forms strong bonds with its mate. This bird surprises with its mix of tiny size, striking beauty, and complex behavior. A true giant in a miniature body. Now tell us, did you ever imagine the world's smallest parrot could be so fascinating? Comment below what surprised you most in this list. And don't forget to share this video with someone who loves discovering the hidden wonders of wildlife. These birds really are enchanting, aren't they? It's amazing how nature hides so much beauty in such tiny bodies. But what if I told you there are animals out there you've probably never even seen? Unique, surprising, and completely out of the ordinary. Curious? Then click the video on screen now and continue this journey through the world of animal curiosities.